Okay, next situation. A rigid bar AB is hinged at A and is supported by a rod CD at B. The rod is pin connected at C as shown. The bar carries a load W at its free end B. You're given the weight W. No? So 80 kilonewtons daw to. Yung H ay 2 meters. And then yung L1 ay 1.8 while L2 is 1.2. You're also given the diameter of the rod. So, bali ito is actually 36 mm diameter. And given na rin yung modulus of elasticity. So, first question, what is the displacement of the loaded end B of the bar? So, ano na yung displacement nito? Right? So, bago ang lahat, alam natin na ito, pwede siya mag-deform. Di ba? At kapag nag-deform siya, may tendency ito na bumaba. Ngayon, gusto ko lang din i-highlight sa problem na to na sinabi niya na yung AB ay rigid bar. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi niya rigid itong member na to, walang deformation na mangyayari dyan. No? Ibig sabihin, ano lang siya, solid lang siya. Wala siyang possible na deformation or change in shape. Okay? Ano ba kasi ang implication kung halimbawa ang assumption natin hindi ito rigid? Ang magiging implication nun, guys, ay para siyang beam na pwede siyang mag-deflect ng ganyan. Pwede siyang mag-deflect ng ganyan. No? Okay? So, ibig sabihin, in this particular problem, yung term na to actually simplifies our problem. No? Kasi ito, parang straight lang siya lagi. Okay? So, to solve for the displacement at B, ang kailangan nating unang gawin is kunin yung mga forces on bar AB. So, let me just draw the free body diagram of AB. Okay, so first off, meron tayo ditong force, 80 kilonewton. And then meron tayo na-expect dito na reaction, tension sa D. Or sabihin ko na lang na T. Okay, tapos dito meron din tayong ina-expect na reaction. AY and then AX. Okay, and this is 1.8 and 1.2. So obviously, para makuha natin yung reaction sa na T, we can apply summation of moment at A to directly solve for T, di ba? So we have T times 1.8, ito. And this will provide a counterclockwise rotation while 80 will provide a clockwise rotation. So minus 80 times, ang moment arm natin is 1.8 plus 1.2 or simply 3. Okay? And that is all equal to 0. So therefore, we can solve for it. So that is 133.32. That's kilonewtons. Okay, so ngayon na meron na tayo nung T, pwede na nating ma-solve kung ano yung magiging deflection nito. Ano yung magiging deformation nito. Diba? Deformation. Deformation ng CB. Okay, so para makuha yon, we will just apply actual deformation formula. Once again, PL over AE. So in this context, this is the deformation in CD and this will be P plus L over AE. Okay, and that is, yung T natin, 133.33. Gawin lang nating Newton. And then yung L natin is itong 2 meters na to. Or in millimeter, that's 2,000. over area. So dahil binigyan naman tayo ng diameter, so circular yan. So pi over 4 times 36 squared. And then yung E, binigay din yon 200 gigapascals. Gawin lang din natin na megapascal. Okay, and that will just give us the deformation at CD. So that is 1.31 millimeters. So yan, deformation yan dito sa D. Diba? Kaya lang, hindi yun yung tinatanong. Ang tinatanong sa atin, ano yung displacement ng B? Netong B. Neto. Okay, so ang idea guys, dahil bababa ito ng certain distance, no, yung B, bababa din. At dahil rigid ito, susunod lang yan doon sa pagbaba niya. So ibig sabihin, ang magiging itsura nung bar na to could possibly like this. No? Kumbaga, kung ito yung line niya originally, okay, yung nung bar. So yung bar na yun, pupunta na dito. Ayan. No? So, bali, ito yung displacement ng B. Ayan. Okay? And we just need to solve for that. And we can solve for that by simply applying similar triangle. So, itong triangle na to, as you can notice, would be similar to this triangle. Ayan. So, we can just apply ratio and proportion. So, by ratio and proportion, we have deformation CD over 1.8. Yun yung blue triangle equals yung deflection sa B over 3. Di ba? 3 to eh. Over 3. And with that, we can solve for the displacement at B. And that is, yung sagot natin times 3 over 1.8. So that is 2.18. And that will be our answer for number 1. Okay, so that is letters. Next, determine the tensile stress induced in rod CD by the 80 kilonewton load. So, pinapahanap naman ay stress dito. Okay, well, dahil 80 pa rin naman daw yung load, edi, i-continue lang natin to. So, gagamitin lang natin itong force na to, no? Para makompute yung stress. So, this is for number 1. For number 2, ang stress sa CD is just yung tension over area nung CD. And that is 133.33. Gawin lang nating Newton over area. 36 squared. And that gives us the answer. Okay, and that is 0.13 megapascals. Ay, sorry. Ano pala to? Yung answer ko pala dito, naka kilonewton. So, dapat pala times 1,000. Ayan. So, 130.99 actually. Okay, and our answer for the next item is letter B. Next, for number 3, if the allowable tensile stress in the rod is 124 megapascal, what weight can be safely applied? So, yung allowable stress lang daw is 124. So, parang baliktad naman. Um, Given yung maximum stress dito, ano daw yung W? Okay? So, at this point, pwede na lang natin na ulitin yung free body diagram natin kanina, yung analysis natin. So, bali ngayon, hinahanap na natin to. Okay, tapos ito, malalaman natin yung maximum capacity. Meron ulit dito, AY, AX. Okay, and this is still 1.8, 1.2, and then this is 3. Okay, so again, ang relation nila can be defined by taking summation of moment at A. So pag inulit natin to, lalabas lang ulit itong equation na to. Ito. Okay, so magiging T times 1.8 minus W times 3. Okay, so meaning, yung W is actually T times 1.8 over 3. Diba? Okay, but what is T? So yung T will be based on the allowable tensile stress ng CD, which is equal to 124 megapascal. Okay? And ano ba ang design criteria? Kailangan yung actual stress sa CD hindi lalagpas sa allowable. Diba? Ano ba ang actual stress sa CD? O the force sa CD over area ni CD. Okay, so therefore, ang tension dito na allowed ay 124 times area ni CD. Di ba yung area ni CD is pi over 4 times 36 squared. So we can define kung ano lang yung limit ng tension dapat sa CD. So this will be in Newton. Idediretso ko na siya sa kilonewton. Ayan. So gagawin ko na siyang kilonewton. So only 126.21 216, no? 126.216 kilonewton. So hanggang dyan lang yung allowed na T. So dahil dyan lang allowed na T, so from here, we can now determine kung hanggang saan lang yung allowed na W. So we just need to substitute yung maximum na yun. So therefore, the maximum W allowed times 1.8 over 3. And that gives us 75.73 kilonewtons. Okay, and that would be our answer for number 3. So 75.7. Okay, and that's how we solve this problem.